Hello everyone, it's me Krasmir Panayotov, live from St. Petersburg, back with another Forex trading analysis video for the next week. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you're having a great time with your family on these magical holidays. At least in Bulgaria right now it's Christmas, it's the New Year coming, so I wish you're having a really great time and doing all the things you love in these days. If you're working, if you have more stress on more weight on your shoulders, that will end soon. Relax. So have a good time, guys. I want to share with you some sights of the winter St. Petersburg. So this is what I'm doing right now, and let's then move to the charts. I want to analyze few of the most traded pairs on the forex market, and we to check some extra secondary pairs, also instruments on the stock market as well. So let's get started, guys. First with the Euro USD. So on this chart, I'm on the daily chart, but I want to move our focus to the weekly chart. And you can see that this area right here is a kind of resistance area. So we can expect a strong move from there to the downside for a correction, or to break it and to look for a new highs, which is very possible in such bullish trend. Now let's zoom in a little bit and see these zones right here. All these lows were support for the price. Now they act as a resistance for the price, and if we move to the daily, we can see that we have already bounced back down 2 times. So this is important zone, and these highs over here also acted as a resistance again. So this one will be the next resistance zone for our trading. Okay, you can see in the past that it also acted as a resistance zone and as a support before it got broken. So if we move it a little bit backwards, we can see that probably this zone was tested more times in the past. This is how it works. These zones stay valid for a long time. Now, what we have here, guys, on the daily chart, we have a strong momentum to the upside after breaking this flag pattern. That's okay. But after this rejection on the daily chart, see, we can or to move with the trend again to test this resistance, and if it gets broken, we to continue to the next one, or we can observe and have a healthy pullback to the downside. How much? It can be to this mini support area right here, or it can be to this area. This is also mini support area, which we have 2 times resistance in the past. So this is what I expect, and if we pull back to this support area, I'll be looking for a bullish signals to buy the pair. Why? Because we are in an uptrend. So keep in mind this when you're trading the Euro USD. Also, we can even have a deeper pullback to this strong support daily area, and from there find a way to climb back up at least to this previous high. Okay, so we can make the double top, and then the market will decide will it continue up or it will go back again down. Now this is pretty much all for this chart. For now we are still bullish. I don't sell here. It's no reason to sell in such bullish market. Also, I'm not hurrying to buy because for me the price is looking a little bit overbought, and I expect some correction just to attract more buyers around this area so we can continue forward. Okay guys, that's it for this market. Let's now move to the Euro GBP. A lot of interesting things are happening here on the Euro GBP. Now, I have mentioned in the previous video about this double bottom pattern which acted pretty well as a pattern and reached our target zone right here. Now what we have is another double top. You see these two tops right here? That's pretty interesting setup. But right now, because of the Brexit news, because of the new world order plan, the things are going very wild with this pair. You see a very high volatility on this pair, very choppy market, not so good to trade. But with this, all these weeks here, and especially with the last week on this candle, I expect the price to go back up, because this is sign of rejection, and we are also at support level. If we break this resistance zone, we can easily test this daily resistance back here around 0.92500. But in this case, I would not trade this pair because things are not clear for me right now. The market is very choppy. We have right now a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly chart, which can tell us that the price is heading down. And if we have that, we will have the head and shoulders pattern right here. Let me show you. Okay, here it is, guys. That's on the weekly. So if we break the neckline here, we can expect a move nearly as big as is the size of the head and shoulders. So if we apply it after the breakout, yeah, this zone here on the weekly chart can be tested once again. And that would be interesting setup, but for this we are not hurrying up. We wait and see what the market will give us, because if we see a retracement to the upside, then we can again test this resistance zone and continue with this super choppy up and down market. That's it for this pair, guys. Let's move to the next one, and let it be the GBP USD. What we have here is the uptrend. Wow, so much volatility around this Brexit news. So as you can see, guys, we have tested again this resistance area, which I have marked on the weekly chart because of all these highs over here. Now let's zoom in and see what we have. Very bullish week this time. We had some tests on the support areas, but we are continuing higher, and the trend overall is bullish. So here would be nice if we can see some pullback to this support area, and then with this trend we to continue higher to the upside and create a new high. That would be good. Now let's analyze where is our next support and resistance area, because if we go bullish, so we can know where we can take our profits. And I can see that this low over here combined with these two lows created a nice resistance for us, and we can use that as a next target if the price go bullish. Okay, also we have to mention this mini resistance right here. It's very small. We have only 1-2 highs here, but I will draw this on my chart so we can have it. Okay, so actually it acted as a resistance 2 times the last 2 weeks, as you can see here and here. Mini resistance not that strong, but as you can see, when price is creating new highs, it's very often stops on such mini resistances, like on the euro I have shown you in some of the previous videos. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, here we went super bullish on this trade, and we stopped at this mini resistance just for a small correction, and then we broke it up. So this is not a strong daily resistance, but a mini like 4-hour resistance. Why? Because in the past only once in this low over here, the price created this mini resistance. Okay guys, that's it for now. Let's see again the GBP USD. Yeah, there is no much to say right here. Now I would delete this zone because I really don't like it. I like my chart as clean as possible. You can see that there is no indicators, no bullshit. It's just me and the price. Of course guys, this can just continue go higher without a correction to the downside, but correction to the downside would give us the last portion of buyers who would push the price up. And you know, you can expect always surprises in Forex, some magical downtrend or reversal, that shit happens. Okay, really quickly, let's check the USDJPY and EURGBP. This is the weekly chart. I'll fully clean the chart for you so you can easily see this super bearish downtrend on this pair. Okay, that's what we have here now. We also have this resistance here, the support area here, which got broken and now turned into resistance, and the next support down on these lows. And that's a beautiful support area which soon can be tested. This market have no strong bullish or bearish signs. As you can see, the trend is slowly going down, nothing really special. So if it continue going like this, we can retest this support area. If not, if it breaks this wedge pattern and we break this resistance area, then we can have a bullish pullback to the upside. Okay, that's it. Let's now check EURJPY, and as you can see on the daily chart, we have stuck on this resistance area. Why resistance area? Because in the past it acted already as a resistance. Not only here, but also here, 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 here as a support, here as a resistance. Now, what usually happens after such consolidations? I will mark this as a consolidation box. There are two ways you can trade this consolidation box. One way is to sell at the highs and buy at the lows. Whenever the price reaches the high or the low, you sell or buy. Another way you can trade this is you wait for a break or below the consolidation box or above the consolidation box. After, let's say, it goes bullish and breaks these resistances, then you expect the price to move nearly as much as is the size of the whole consolidation box. So you take the consolidation box, you apply it after the breakout, which may happen here. Okay, and you take profit somewhere here. But in this case, you can even let the price reach the next weekly or daily resistance area, which is around these lows over here. So that's my expectation. You can also see that here the price stopped a little bit earlier before sometimes, so you can take the profit even a little bit earlier. And that's it for this pair. Usually such consolidations after a bullish trend, they end up going back bullish. So this is what I expect. If it goes bearish and we break these lows over here, then we will probably test these highs over here and this daily support area. And that's what I expect from this market. Now let's check some other pairs. Okay guys, I have a special request for this pair. This is the New Zealand JPY pair. And if you want to see some analysis on special secondary pair or some very specific pair that you want to analyze, you can write down that in the comment section. And after this, I will do the best to analyze this pair for you. Now, on the weekly chart, this pair looks very interesting to me. Since one hand, we have this M pattern here on the weekly chart. So this is a very long-term trade. This started at 2012, 2013, 14, okay, then broke this support area, this weekly support, and it went bearish. So usually after such M pattern, we continue really bearish after the breakout, but then often we have this retest of the neckline, and we had it once, now we have it second time, and now it's time for the market to decide, should the price go bullish from here or should it continue with the downtrend. Now it's also interesting to mention here that we have broken this downtrend, so we are going bullish. We don't have already these lower lows and lower highs, so we have a bullish strength here. Okay, we also have this W pattern, which is the opposite of the M pattern. So we have these two lows over here, which says that if the price breaks this resistance, the price will go pretty bullish, and we can retest again these highs over here, these resistances, this one over here. Okay, that's a weekly resistances. Now I want to remove this whole area or make it very light and go to the daily chart so we can see. Okay, for me this setup looks pretty bullish. Let's clean the chart a little bit, because we have this bullish engulfing candle which says that the bulls are still in control, and then confirmation with the second green candle which says that if we break these previous highs, we are probably gonna move some space at least to this area right here, or even test the weekly resistance. Okay, now let's zoom out a little bit. Also important thing that here we are at the neckline of this M pattern or double bottom pattern, so it's a consolidation area. Really, here are consolidating and buyers and sellers. So from here we can pull back probably to these highs over here, and then continue with this already formed uptrend. Okay, so if we have this pullback, we can check this zone for some bullish signals, so we can go with the trend higher. Or if this gets broken, we will probably test these lows over here and the price will turn bearish. So for now it's really important to watch the price action and see if we will really break this resistance here. If we break it, then we're going bullish, and we will target first these highs over here, these lows, and that's pretty good setup. Also a mini resistance zone is here around these lows. Okay, and that's it for this market, guys. If we really break this neckline, we can expect even further move to the upside. How much? Nobody knows exactly. Also, as I said, very often about 60% of the time the price makes a retest of the neckline at some point of the time, so you have to be aware of that and use this as an advantage in your trading plan. Okay guys, let's move to the next pair. What we see here, USD CAD, it's looking very nice on the 1 hour. We have a double top which if gets broken, we go to these previous lows over here. That's the double top pattern. If it respects this support area and go bullish, we can break these highs over here or retest them at least. And then if the price continue going bullish, to retest again the previous daily resistance. Also on the daily, you have these three white soldiers pattern, which are these three bullish candles, which says that a lot of bullish power is still on the market. But with this rejection, we can see a healthy pullback to the support area, and from there look for another bullish signals to see some more bullish momentum. Of course, with the weak dollar, it can continue the bearish trend and go even lower. Let's see the USDCHF, and something like this is happening there. Now I spoke with one friend of mine about this trade with this much risk and this much profit. This was because of this bearish engulfing candle. So he took a sell trade after this engulfing candle, but it wasn't a good idea after this bullish candle. So we stopped here, we cut the loss, and he got away without big damage. Now we have again these three white soldiers, so it's very possible on the 4-hour chart to go bullish here. And this would be really interesting because we will probably pull back to this resistance area here, where is this low and these lows here, and this will give us a second chance to enter the bearish market here and pull down to this next support area. And that's it for this market, guys. If we go bearish on this, we have this wedge pattern, which if gets activated, we can see a move at least to these previous lows over here. That's it. Let's check now gold. I have spoken about gold in my previous videos. You can check it out. Now what I see personally here is break above this trend line here. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. With these three candles, we have the three white soldiers again, which says that the price should continue go higher, and I took a trade somewhere here, so I still hold a buy position. I set my stop loss under this daily candle and under all these green support area, so for now my stop is untouched. If we go bullish on this pair, the first stop will be this resistance over here. So we have a downtrend on the market. This is one of the disadvantages on this trade. But on the weekly chart, we can see that the price is pretty bullish. And if it explodes again bullish, we can see another new highs. And this is exactly what I hope for. Now on the daily chart, you can see a pullback to the support area, and then the price again start pushing up. We also have this bullish channel forming, which says that if we continue with the channel, which we can expect a move to the upside. What else? We have this W formation, these two bottoms here create a pattern which after gets broken and breaks this neckline, we expect to continue the move to the upside. And here I remain pretty bullish. But if this zone acts as a strong resistance, we can see even a sell-off on gold and reach again and this support area, and maybe these two support areas, which are very strong areas of support of demand and supply. So you can see that as well. Now my targets, I have two trades here. One is this previous high over here and this resistance zone, and the next target is this high over here and the resistance that it's creating. Okay, Okay guys, that's pretty much for this weekly edition of the weekly analysis in Forex. Now this is the weekly, no, this is the monthly chart on Bitcoin. Right now, at the moment, the price is at $28,000 for one Bitcoin, and this happens today, guys. If we move to the daily chart, you can see that this new high is made today. Also, yesterday was a strong push, and these are the only markets that are not controlled by governments, not controlled so much by institutions, and they are free to trade even in the weekends, even on the holidays. And you can see that the bullish rally is unreal. Let's check the past and analyze it a little bit. Now, after this healthy pullback for the Bitcoin, we broke it lower, created this support area, and from here we went rallying. How much? Not more than the 61% of the Fibonacci retracement. Then another healthy pullback, another flag pattern, a false break to the upside, then a strong push to the lower support area. Now, if you can see, here was a strong support for the price, and then the price did this super bullish rally, and we can expect another correction to the another corrections to the downside and get a new promotion for the Bitcoin to get it cheap again, and we to continue with this super duper euphoria which is happening here. But that just sidely, guys, to see that not everything is USD, Euro, not everything is gold, not everything is stocks and stock market exchange. Okay team, that's all for this edition of the weekly trading Forex analysis. I hope you're doing very well. I wish you again happy holidays. If you're new to the channel, you can subscribe with the button below, or you can just share this video. This will help me grow this channel for you. And also, guys, if you have any questions, write down in the comment section. If you want to analyze some specific pair, give it to me. I'll put it in the next trading analysis. I wish you good week, successful trading, and everything best for now. Peace, and I'm out.